Today I'm going to talk about a subject I normally never talk about on my channel, and it's politics, or what you would consider or call the whole lgtb movement, you know, and all of the stuff related to about being like me. Obviously I'm a dude, if you hear my voice, and even though I look feminine when I dress up, I'm still a guy, and I feel like a very feminine guy, but I'm a dude. Regardless, I'm a dude, and a very feminine dude that doesn't really fit in society and all of that, and I never felt like I live up to the norms of being a man, obviously. But anyways, that's not what I'm going to talk about today. It's the whole what I think about the whole topic about being non-gender, non-binary and gender fluid and all of that. And since I'm obviously not your stereotypical cis-male straight guy in appearance, what I think about it, yes, I think it's completely normal for a guy to dress as a woman or wear feminine clothes and express himself in any way he wants to, and it's our bodies is our own alone. It's not owned by a political party, it's not owned by government or religion or anything you would associate it with kind of collective norm of some sort that people adapts to or follows. So where I'm getting is that what you do with your body as a man or a woman, how you dress, who you have sex with, who you're attracted to, who you love, that's your own fucking business. You can do what you want to your body. Nobody has the right to tell you how you should look, how you should dress, what you should do with your body, what you should put in your mouth or your ass or not put, whatever. That's your own decision. It's your body. As a follower of the left-hand path, I'm completely pro everything that has to do with the individual's right to be who or whatever they want to be or express themselves. But there is a huge problem with the whole left-wing lgtb movement being so extremely hostile and aggressive. And I've noticed this myself as a gender-fluid man. It's like a huge problem. You can't even visit a profile of one of these people on the internet without being threatened. You know, it's like I see it myself, even when I have photos like this, and they are completely hostile, even against me, because I don't identify as they or it. Or in Sweden we have the whole they call people hen. You know. It means it's the equivalence of they, but it's called hen. And these guys are so aggressive and so intolerant. You can't even, give them a compliment. I don't know what gender it was because it didn't state, but I assumed it was a guy that was very feminine. I just wrote, the person made a comment like on the post, he, whatever, posted about the legs, and that I had nice or big legs, and I said, yes, those are really nice legs to be kind. My comment was deleted. Person viewed my profile. I must have thought it was hostile or some kind of intolerant person for some reason, because if you don't address them with all their pronouns and all of their made up names for themselves, because some of it is just ridiculous. It's like you can't. It makes no sense sometimes. There are so many different pronouns and different identities and sexuality. It's just one fucking big jungle of stuff you can't even. How the hell do they think you can keep up with that if you're not really, even for guys like me that are very feminine and dress like a woman and stuff? I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, calling themselves gender fluid, panda, a gender, they, and they have like this complete hostility behind it too. And like you can't, if you don't do it the right way, you're instantly murdered, massacred, thrown out. It's like, whoa. No. I don't want to be associated with that. I've taken I've never been associated with the whole lgtb movement and the pride stuff and all of that. Even though I'm pro all of that, of course I'm pro homosexuality, bisexuality, pansexual, being pansexual. I'm pro all of that, and I'm consider it all natural. Homosexuality has been part of humanity since the dawn of humanity. Men has been bisexual for as long as we can. There are so many records of men practicing bisexuality, having femboys as having dating and having sex with femboys. You know, femboys have been around for a long time. Feminine-looking guys like me, you know, and men having sex with them and befriending them in an intimate way. It's even part of. There are many drawings of this. You can find it in all cultures. In the Greek culture, for example, the orgies they had with younger boys and stuff. Some of it is probably considered pedophilia today. So that's another thing. I don't even want to touch that subject. Yeah, there's like a whole insane amount of history proving and telling humanity that bisexuality, homosexuality is completely normal, and it's been around for forever basically. And as an androgynous guy myself and crossdresser, I keep getting a million of PMs a week or months from closeted men who are completely like almost in love with me, and they never openly say it. They don't openly like my comments, openly like my post, or like even my photos, but then I know they follow me, and they are just too cowardly and too afraid to be open about it because they're afraid of being judged. And it makes sense, considering how society, their male norms have invented some stupid mentality about it being unnormal to find guys attractive and appreciate everything feminine, even if it has a penis like me. So there's a huge amount of closeted men who keep hitting on me all the time, you know, from all cultures and parts of the world. I had a guy write to me on Instagram the other day, a Muslim. He said, "I'm Muslim, but I throw away the Quran for your ass." Well, it's a sexist comment. Of course, I didn't reply to it, but it was funny because some dude might get killed in his country for finding me attractive because of the whole, you know, view on that in that part of the world. And I might get killed for just saying this, you know, in these times. You know, it's completely fucked up. It's so much censorship and political correctness behind everything, you know. It's I'm not a politically correct person. I fucking hate that crap. I'm not a nationalist. I'm not a national socialist. I'm not a Nazi scum either. I have no political attachment. No, I don't follow any kind of party. I have no interest in politics. I completely disgusted by politics, to be honest. Completely disgusted by politics. I find errors and insanity in all parties, and correct and truth in all parties too. And I can't side with anything. I can't side with anything that splits and diverges humanity and creates the separation. Yes, as a Luciferian, as a fucking Satanist in your eyes, as a fucking left-hand path person and all of that, I don't like things that separate people. Can you understand that? I don't like that. The reason behind I'm a misanthrope since my childhood is because I want humanity to be free. I want humanity to realize their power, their divinity, to rise above all of this crap. But I'm so disappointed and so sad about the progress where I'm seeing the people separated, hating about everything, killing about gods and stupid religions and politics and all of that. I'm so displeased with it that I can't stop hating humanity, even if I really don't want to hate humanity. Because, well, I want humanity to rise above this control system, but we're fucked beyond everything I've seen. We're so fucked, it's just hopeless. It's just, I can't begin to describe my sadness my anger, resentment I feel towards just watching people fall in the trap. Just being pitched against each other like stupid fucking teams. It's so obvious when you see it outside the box, everything. How all parties are controlled by the same forces, just pulling different strings, you know. People just fall for it, and creating, accepting with the political correctness, accepting all kind of censorship towards the fucking Nazis and racists and all of that, and just to stop them for having opinions they don't appreciate or don't like. So it ends with dictatorship, like fascist dictatorship like we have now, like on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. Whatever you post, it's deleted if it doesn't accepted by the totalitarian state's agenda. I have had strikes for the most stupid things. Like the other day on my Instagram, a dude on YouTube wrote something that pissed me off. So I'm going to show you the picture. I'll probably get deleted on YouTube for just showing you the print screen of my comment to this fucked up dude, saying I should change my sex and transition and be a man's slave, when he doesn't even know that I'm not really interested in the normal man, you know, the normal guy. I'm mostly straight, believe it or not. So I was pissed off and told him off and wrote a hateful comment according to the algorithms, because it's algorithms that control our thoughts. It's not even people anymore. It's algorithms. Fucking AI controls your opinions, what you're allowed to think, and this is how far it's got in this Orwellian society. So it's because you allowed it. You dumb fucks. You allowed it. You allowed it by censoring people. They're not that you can't accept their opinions. You started accepting your fucking politicians to apply this censorship, and now we're in this fucking hellhole of opinion censorship, you know, where you can't think anything at all. You can't even get angry at somebody for hating you. If you hate him back, it's hate speech. Like on my comment, it was deleted on Instagram, simply for getting angry at some dude for being a sexist fucking cunt with fetish fantasies about me as a person. I got my comment, my post got deleted and warned and all of that for being a fucking hate speecher. So it's hate speech just to defend yourself if you're too angry. So that's how messed up we are, people. This fucked up society. We are living in like a Kim Jong-un dream. People just don't understand that it's a prison. We live in a prison on democracy that's completely fucked up. And that's why I'm completely against the whole political correctness, because it leads to dictatorship. I have no agenda with dressing this way. I have absolutely no political agenda with being who I am. I don't want to force people to call themselves they or it or hen in Sweden. I have no agenda about that. I don't want anybody to have makeup on or long hair if they don't like it. It's up to them how they look, how they behave, how they feel. I'm pro completely the individual's free and authentic expression of themselves. Everyone has the right to be who they are and who they don't want to be. If you try to stop that, you're my enemy. You're not on my side. And that's why I hate political correctness and the whole agenda behind this whole gender fluid forced crap that they force on people that are in political ways. It's necessary though, to some degree. I'm not all against it, of course. It's necessary because in some places there are absolutely no whatsoever rights for homosexuals, bisexuals, pansexuals, you know, and transgender people and all of that. There are no rights for them. They get killed and murdered and butchered because some god said so or something like that. And so it's needed to some degree, but not this whole exaggerated crap where people actually grow up hating everyone and everything. We need some equilibrium. That's what we need. We need to have balance. Everything is needs balance. So those are my thoughts about that. And transgender people and all of that. Of course, that's completely natural and normal. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That a man identifies as a woman. There's even science that can back this up, that the brain is different in a transsexual person. So they are men and women in different bodies, and they have all the fucking right to be a man or a woman if they want to, and transition, and not be hated for that, and not be treated like they are their birth gender against their will, like calling a transgender woman a dude, you know, just to offend them, or calling a trans man a woman just to be offensive. You have the right to be who you want. It's your body. Nobody has the right to tell you who you are, who you're not supposed to be, who you're supposed to love, who you're not supposed to love, what you're supposed to be sexually aroused by and not be aroused by. Do what you want with your body, but don't force others to be like you. Never. Because if you're forcing others to be like you, you're not doing a good thing for humanity. You're imposing fascism. From whatever direction of the politics you make, you're standing, you're imposing fascism. Simple as that. You're a fascist. Doesn't matter if you call yourself left-wing, tolerant, lgtb person, you're a fucking fascist. And the same goes for if you're like a person who's more conservative and all of that. If you don't accept people like me, you're a fascist. You're a fucking fascist. You're scum. Just like the left-wing scum. That's why I'm completely against all of that. Everything. I've been talking for a long time now about this. Sorry. I generally don't talk about it because I hate politics. But I'm not on anybody's side. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just on humanity's side. Not against humanity, but people think I'm the enemy. People try to put me in different teams, you know. They assume I'm a left wing or one of these radical feminazis because I dress like this and look like this. And some people just hate me for being me, you know. They can't accept this ever. But I don't care. I live my life. I do what I fucking want. And I'm going to do what I fucking want until there's absolutely nothing left in this world that allows me to fight for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if till the day that you have no right whatsoever, you're like forced and shipped, and or you can't even walk outdoors without drones following you everywhere. Until that day arrives, I will not bend by your fucking silly rules. Never. I will fight for my daughter. I have a daughter. I don't want her to live up in a prison, to grow up in a prison planet. I want her to be a free person. I don't care what you think about me or anything. I do things my way. That's how I am as a person. I don't try to offend people. I just want to express myself freely as a free person, because I don't want to live this life feeling I'm a prisoner. Because that's how I feel sometimes, and that's how millions of people feel. We are prisoners with invisible walls. And some of them are created artificially by others, powers that be. And some of them are even created by ourselves. So we have to rise above all of that. And yes, no more cross-dressing deep talk today. For now, I hate talking about this. I'm going to just be cute, you know, in other videos. Record when I, for example, play Modern Warfare, dressed like this. I will mute the video because my PS4 sounds like a fucking jet airplane. But I can add some funny voices to it afterwards when I'm commenting on myself playing and stuff. Have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe, please, and like the video. Make a comment if you want to, because I know a lot of you guys watch my videos, but few people comment. Few people leave subscribes and watches. So if you want to help me, if you want to help my channel grow and stuff, I would appreciate it. So goodbye, sexy motherfuckers. Don't be dicks.